So, been another weekish. I haven't really put a ton of time thinking about the levels or anything. No shower thoughts. You know what? I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that one. I still got absolutely nothing on that one. This one feels like we're always basically right there, but then not quite at the last moment. Okay, that's all. That's correct. I feel like I think I messed this up already. Okay, wait, no, maybe not. Oh, but that's not good. Yeah, we want you guys down here. Okay, then up. Go twice for good measure. Then up, down, right, up. Okay. So... Okay. Up. Yes. Left. That's a problem. Fuck. Right. Up. Left. Needed to hit right. Okay. Good. Shit. I just lost. God damn it. I just needed to go up there. It's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. I fucking hate this shit. Fuck you, Starpuffs. Getting me all killed all the time and stuff. God damn you. God damn you. I did it again. Oh, fuck this level. I'm leaving this level. It's not in the cards today. The 25 to the Mega Buffer Suffer. Surely today. Surely today. Okay, so how did we do this last time? Okay. Oh, that doesn't seem great. Alright, fuck you. Start over. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, we're alive. Alright, we're alive. We're alive, we got the stars. So, if I remember correctly, the way that we were able to That's not what we wanted. We want to... what was it? Fuck, I didn't want to move the middle ones down. Not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. So, how was it? I forget. There was a way that I made it so that I could move one of these guys from the top, and I made it like all the way down to the middle with it. It involved some sort of movement. It involved... I thought it was something like that. Not that one, that's for sure. It definitely was like you moved one of them upwards, but you had to like split them first. That's not quite it either. Fuck you. Dude, I don't want to move to the next world without beating the ones in this world, but I mean, we've been on these same 3 puzzles for like what feels like forever now. How the hell did I do this again? I think it was something like that, maybe. No. Well, because the thing was that you needed the second one at the top to be like in the middle. Like they need to be next to each other in line, not on top of each other. I'm not even looking at the middle ones. I'm top middle. I don't even care about the bottom middle / middle because we already know generally what to do there. I'm focused on the next step, and then we'll come back to it because we'll probably die with the middle because I'm not giving a damn about them. But how the heck did I do it? How the heck did I do it, though? Yeah, get out of the way, dude. I don't fucking care about you middle fucks, man. I don't care about you middle fucks. I'm just trying to remember how the hell I did this. How the hell did I do it? I wish I could freeze the bottom middle, because I just don't even want to look at them. But they somehow are causing problems on their own. And now I have to like get them out of the way because they're being fucking annoying. This is like just pull up the VOD and figure it out. I don't care about you little fucks. Purtle.stream, not he's a big streamer. Oh yeah, those 3 viewers. Huge. How the hell did I make those 2 next to each other? Can't remember for the life of me how I did it. How the fuck did I do it? Dude, get these fucking middle fucks, dude. Fuck off. I want to focus on the top, man. Let me just play the game. Let me just piece it out so I can actually... Oh, fuck you. And then I'm going to have to MS Paint it or some shit if they want me to do it. Honestly, it's just worth looking up the VOD. It's literally going to be faster. When's the last time I did Starpuffs? I'm looking it up. Alright, let's see here. Shush. Did I not even touch 25 last time? No, I touched 25. Okay, here we go. Alright, so how did I move you around? I'm just looking at the VOD. It's not worth it. So I got, what do I have here? Alright, past me. Tell me what I don't remember how to do now. What you did all at once. Okay, so we're in this kind of position. Move. Then move. Ah, okay, alright. Okay. It was not what I had been thinking in my brain. Okay, alright. There's no need for me to have to try to rediscover the things I've already discovered. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Okay, so. This. There we go. Wait a second. Try that again, maybe? Or, no, now that we got this thing in the way too now, though. If I go right, then left. Alright. So, left. But that's not gonna... Well, is that gonna work if I hit up? Then right. 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 Up. Up. Down. Down help here. Basically, I'm trying not to have the stuff in the middle die. The middle right one. Past you was much smarter. Past me was much less tilted that I have to keep coming back to this same orange dreamy world of death. You know what's confusing to me is this far right side. So where my furthest right dude is right now, one more column over where those flipper blocks. Very weird because it's just that vertical of flipper blocks. You can't get to it any other way. You just enter in the top and you have to leave through the top. What's that all about? What is that all about? It's like I could do this and then this and then this and then go back up. And I'm alive, which is cool. And then I can bring it back to the middle. And then I go left, down, right. Okay, now we're alive. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. So, top guy. We know that the only way to leave the top would be... Is there some sort of sicko world where the top is where you have to put everything together at the end? I'm hoping no, but it could be. If we were to try to bring the top one down, we would once again follow the similar path to the one that was also up there with it just took, where you go top right down, all the way left down. And then the last tip would be figuring out how to get that red piece. The red piece is not on a flipper. The red piece is not on a flipper. It is interesting. It seems probably not good. Well, no, that seems not good. Because now I have to go left again and things die. So I'm going to... but now I have to go up and that's going to make that one go up. Which is not good. Alright. Well, okay, maybe it's not that bad. If I go right again. And then... And then... No, because then if I go left, I need to hit up to go down, but then I can't go down. And then even if I go all the way left to do that, it's the same kind of problem. This is still a problem. That's the real issue, is that it's very hard to get all of this where it needs to be kind of hidden and out of the way. Basically, anything that has the red arrows needs to not be where it is, really. Which that's almost it. Problem is... Okay, down. Okay, so... Oh, but if I hit right and then... Well, okay, right. Up. But then left. Then I have to hit left too many times. Stuff's gonna die. That also doesn't work. Is there any reason that hitting right once more here and then going back would help? It would help with that. The all green. It would help with the all green. But I don't think that otherwise... No, because I need to be able to go one more green over, unfortunately. One more over to the left, but we can't because then the bottom right dies. That's so annoying. So annoying. I'm so sad I hit the wrong direction, but I'm gonna just undo. No, and then this is bad too, because it's the same thing, right? Although I can... And then... Oh, but then you're in the... Wait! No, because I need a fucking left and you're the wrong way, you jerk off. Yeah, you're just like in the wrong place now too. You fucking ass. You fucking... Now it's all backwards and... It's okay. I can hit up, and then I have to hit right, and then right again. And then I can split again, but then it's kind of a problem. I suppose I could... Does backtracking to the right help me at all? Versus going left and then down. Well, going left and then down doesn't work because of the up arrows that are currently below me. The thing that would help, though, is I can do that, and that almost helped, but not quite. Okay. Now I can go down by hitting up. Holy shit, we're close. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. I still don't, well, okay, I could hit down to grab this, and that technically works. But then the only thing I could, well, okay, I can hit left, which I need to do, because the bottom right thing would be a problem. Then I need to do that again, but then that would be a problem. But I can't go up, and I can't go down, and I can't go left. If I go up, dies, because then there's no move after that. So now I can do this. I was gonna say hit up to go down, but actually I think I should hit right. And then up. And then problem is the green horizontal arrow here, isn't it? Although I can hit right once. And then I can hit but if I hit up, then the all green arrows is going to be the problem now. And if I hit right again, it's dead there too. But I can't hit down, and I can't hit left. So that might have been a I die move. But the idea is like, okay, if I do this, then we have a problem. Well, unless I can... No, I can't hit down all the way out of it because far rights and stuff. But if I do this, I die. I've already undone, so it's like not that big of a... So I think maybe you'd have to do something here in the setup. I mean, again, it's like you have to balance 5 billion things, and somehow this is the last level of the second world. I don't know what kind of magic they're gonna put in the third and fourth, fifth world. I don't know how. The scaling of the worlds from the first to this one has just been nuts. It really has. It really has. I'm just gonna try some stuff, I guess. No, that doesn't work either. If you do that, you die. You do that, you die. You do that, you die. You do that, you reset. Maybe it just needs to not be that piece, huh? Hey, we made 3. Oh, you actually can't break out after that, huh? Hey. Alright, so that worked. I was able to gather at that time. Cool, I guess. Sure. I've done it. I had to use undos, but I'll take it. At least I finally beat a level. Feels like it's been forever. I think it's just, you have to do so many moves with things, like, not messing up a single move. This one, I still feel like there's just a magic move that I don't know for this thing. Really about these ones. Once you get to these ones, bit of an issue. So you hit down, dead, up, dead. So it's like, it's just always off. Just always a bit off. And I don't know how you're supposed to solve that. But I guess maybe you just need to split them both somehow. It's kind of what my conclusion is becoming. What? Oh. Yeah, but then you have that, so it's over. It's funny, you can actually join them in the middle. I don't think that helps, but you can do that. There's a thing you can do. But then there's this, and I think that's really part of the issue, I guess. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Thing is, you can't like do this because then they're both gonna die. So then you have to do it here. But that doesn't really help either. If I hit down, death. I mean, this is definitely different than other runs, so there's that going on. There's that. Not the right timing I was looking for. I was thinking maybe if there was a way to that's not quite it, is it? I think we're dead now. Okay. Yeah, but that doesn't solve anything either, does it? Because now you hit up, dead, down. Okay, back to there, I guess. How the fuck do we get all these things together? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright. So you can never do the both halves like that. We realize that at least. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's not it either. That's not it either. Doesn't help because now they're like that again. That doesn't help. And it is a lot easier when you do shitloads of undos, I'll say that much. Say that much. Because then you just kind of don't care. You kind of just don't care at that point. And you just have this problem again. I got one at least. I got one thing right. And technically this is further than any other one, I guess, where I have all the pieces together at the very least. Still that every time though, huh? Still that every time though, huh? Yeah, so cool. I don't like doing them this way. This just feels like guess and check and not like I'm actually solving a puzzle. I mean, there's certain points where I feel like, oh, I'm actually doing a puzzle, but now that I've gotten to this stage where I have all 4 of them and I'm just fucking throwing at the wall, I don't feel like I'm actually doing a puzzle. But I also can't figure out what to do. That's the main problem. Because whenever that happens, then they come together and then it doesn't fucking matter. And it doesn't freaking matter. That dies, so just... It don't matter. It don't matter, no. But I got you. Don't wanna see us together. But it don't matter, no. Just feels like you always have the same problem. I tried doing the thing where I kind of was trying to get them all onto the second row here, and I just couldn't do it. So then I was thinking maybe this vertical in the middle somehow, but I can't seem to do it because there's the extra dip at the bottom that makes it 6. So then you can't like push up to the edge for them to be an even odd amount to then boom boom together, which is a problem. Because you get this thing. This is what happens. That happens. And then you're just always off. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'm guessing checking, and I don't feel like that's a fun... I don't feel like that's a... There's not really satisfaction out of doing it that way. As opposed to 25, where when I did undos, it was because it was oh, I needed, like, it's literally not possible to beat without going back 5 moves or something like that. And the fact that one just also has a ton of moves in the first place to get things in a place together at the middle. But I also don't want to do this one, because it's also similarly, do a million moves to have it correctly together, and then it just doesn't feel good for that reason as well. Doesn't feel good for that reason as well. No, that's okay. This red up down left right green that's on the far left bottom is gonna be a problem. I already see that being a problem. Because... well, okay, hold on. Wait a second. Did I just fucking maybe beat this shit? Like, kind of close, but not quite. These guys are together. How can I get... okay. That's pretty interesting, I would say. Shit. Okay, it's one off because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's an even number. Oh, it's an even number. It's an even number, huh? Oh, that's not good. Oh, fuck. I kind of fucked that. I think. Wait a second. Hold on. These are in sync, but it's not actually good because they don't come together. So this might be really bad, actually. This might be really, really bad. Yeah, this might be really bad. This is bad. I just lost. So stupid. I just lost. I don't want to undo because I've already, like, I basically should be allowed to win. I should basically be given the win. I got all 4 stars together and they were all together next to each other. But because it was on the left horizontal, it doesn't work. Up does nothing. Right dies, left dies, down dies. Ready? Down dies, left dies, right dies. That's so silly. I mean, I guess if I'm undoing, then I would undo to, like, here, maybe even more. Right, I mean, that's... no, this is the same problem. Oh, one more, and that would be pretty sick. If this green was not here. But they're in sync, that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. The opposite verticals are in sync, so it doesn't matter what I do, they're just always gonna flip or, you know, almost flip or whatever. So it just never really works. It basically never really works unless I like start redoing the whole thing pretty much. Which is, I guess, what we're gonna do. Again, though, how do you get these? The green horizontals are the same, but then they're opposite verticals. So no matter what you do, they're gonna end up in the same spot. So unless you made it so that okay. Ugh, I'm so annoyed that I had to use backs to get there. That one feels like one that I could do again in perfect though. Because now I know for sure you definitely just have to match on the bottom. But you know what? At least I've done 2 of them. At least I've done 2 of them. The bad news is that it means that this is the last one that's left. That's the bad news. Good news, I have beaten 2 of them today, unlike the last 1 or maybe even 2 sessions where I did nothing. The bad news is that this is what's left. Kind of like other times, I'm sort of trying to just get different looks of sorts. That's hard. No, I can't look, wait up. Nah, that's not gonna work though. But now if I hit up or down, I lose, so... But if I do this, I also will die. I could do this, but then we have this problem, right? Yeah. We do then have that problem. You fucking... fix your damn face, man. Here you go. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. God damn. God damn. Doesn't matter, down on it, die, everything dies. I still don't, I just don't get how to do it, man. I don't get how to do it. We've gone over, even from like the very first time hitting this thing, that the top row and then the second row are just so messed up. Because you can't, like, you can't have things that are the same horizontal green, because then when you go left for the top row, you kill the bottom row, usually. I guess it's not technically true if they're perfectly lined up already, but it's pretty much true. Especially because you would have to have one of them on the far right when you got the other one to the top. But like you can't, I don't want to fucking MS Paint, but you're gonna make me fucking MS Paint. You're gonna make me MS Paint, so I'll fuck. Where are you? Where are you? Chroma key. And I'm so cropping. Okay. So, the problem is, I was talking about the horizontal green arrows, right? So let's imagine we get the one that is all greens, doesn't really matter, over here. Let's just say it's over there. And somehow we got the other one that involves the red arrows over here. We can then hit left, this becomes open, hit left, becomes closed, hit left, this becomes open, and then you can't left again. So it goes, you're here, this is open, this is closed, left, open, close, right? Am I doing that math right? Let me move the game one piece, easier to visualize. Okay, so one move, we're tracking this. So one move becomes check and here. 2 becomes X and here. And here. 3 becomes check here and here. So then you can't move again to grab the star, with this also being, it would die, basically. So, we've already eliminated that. Now there was another thing I remember we eliminated from, like, again, day 1 type thing on this puzzle, which was that, for a similar reason to what we kind of described, opposite vertical arrows, or sorry, opposite horizontal arrows were also a problem with this thing, if I recall, because when you move inwards, the other one will also move inwards, which sounds like it'd be nice, except for the fact that these are flipping pieces. So you can't actually have one on here and here at the same time, because one will die, right? So it's a bunch of bullshit. So to me, what that means is that yeah, you basically can never have things on these at the same time, I think, unless it's somehow like an ending move, but I don't think so. I think you cannot, and I'm pretty sure this is what was a conclusion I came to the first time we were on this thing. So sometimes the reason I scribble is because I can't see where the cursor is. That being said, you could have something on this or this if the other one is here. Like if you had opposite vertical arrow here of whatever one's on this row, and so then when it comes in, and let's say it's on this right now, then if you hit down and it goes down and this one goes up, then they come together. An end of the puzzle. It's magically the end of the puzzle. Sure, I could see that. I could also see, of course, starting where it is right now and somehow the other half here, but that doesn't seem particularly, I guess I shouldn't say the halves, I should say the verticals that match up that way, because if they're actually the little half rectangles, then when you go up they would split, or if you hit the vertical they would split. So you would need them to be like the up arrows up here and the down arrows up here. And that was a thing I was tempting to do when I was doing a lot of the undos earlier when I was here. But the problem is this. The problem is that space. Because you can't evenly, like the way that you would get a lot of the time things that are the same vertical type arrows, whether it's green or red, is to kind of push them against a wall together. And that is not, that's both already difficult because it's a flipping piece up there. But then the other problem is that this makes it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you can't push them to the edge and then have them meet together in the middle, because there is no middle. So, yeah. That's why I'm kind of thinking that somehow you maybe get two, I guess it would be green horizontals of the same color here somehow, I guess. No, that doesn't really work either. Well, it could, I suppose. You can't move up if you have, sorry. If you have if you have all of the same vertical or horizontal greens here, and then we're able to bring up the other guys to be here. Then they could move in together and fuse here. You could also do the same thing in this spot. Same type of deal. The problem with that, again, is that this group that moves up, you couldn't actually have it be the entire other half, because that makes the rectangle, which means that they will not go the same direction. So, but at the same time, so basically you would almost need to get 3 pieces here, like 2 of the same horizontal and then 1 other guy, and then bring the last one up to time with this, and then basically push that way to that side, which should then make the group that's already a pair of 2 pushed to this side would go all the way over to here, which would be fine because the timing of this being up would work. But then that would also move the third wheel plus the one that came all the way up. That would put them together on the wall getting pushed, and then again you bring them together in the middle. And again, you could also do all of that on the second row as well, I guess, in theory. Which is why I feel like that's like maybe not right, because like why should you be able to do that here and here? So yeah, I don't know. I hope that made some amount of sense, but I don't. Obviously, there's a lot of not discussing some pretty important things that have to happen for that to even work in the first place. So I would need to get all of the green arrows somehow. But, so this is a good example of how, okay, what we have right here at the top is the red verticals, but I can't bring them to the left. Why is that? Because then one gets stranded, because it has the opposite horizontal type, and so it dies, no matter which way. So you can't do that way. So, okay, cool, I guess. That's great and all, but it doesn't help. Now this, on the other hand, if we could... This is the other problem that I had talked about, though, I think, where... Well, okay, it's not quite perfectly lined up that way yet, where it's a problem, but the whole issue of, if you have 2 opposite horizontals on the 2 different rows up top, you can't really ever fix that, because if I move left right now, then the top one dies, etc. so forth. Right, so right now I lose. I can't actually do any move. I have to go back up, and then back right, and then this, and then we have to like figure something out that way. But it's pretty much not doable. And because of that bottom thing, we still have the problem of this dies, this dies, this dies. So, yeah, I don't know. And now we definitely die because no one can do anything without dying. I was trying to offset the red verticals so that they wouldn't actually, because I can't go up and down, it's just a problem. So this gets those 2 together. But now I can't do... This is sort of what I was describing, but the problem is they need to be more to the left. And we can't do that, because then that one dies. I guess I could do that. But then we have the horizontals matching up problem, where like we basically needed the horizontals on... We needed the guy in the second row to be, I don't know, here when these were all the way at the edge. But instead, they just both became at the edge, so then you have the problem where they're always going to run into the thing at the same time. And I don't think there's really a way to solve that, because again, you're going to have this problem where it's going to match up no matter what, really. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be no matter what. So, as much as we try, it ain't happening. We're just going to have to come back to it another time. But you know what? I beat 2 levels. You can do it. Nah. We'll have to come back for a final hopeful attempt, although it's going to be really brutal only having 1 level to do when we come back, because it just means I can't, like, just be like, oh, I'm going to look at something else for a bit and refresh my brain. It's gonna be that one. But the timing has been long enough that it's time for us to stop. And I did get 25 and 22. 22, I definitely could have perfected. 25, you'd really have to do a lot of planning, and I just don't feel like doing that, right? I just don't feel like doing it. I guess I don't even know if planning's the right word. It's just so maybe it's meticulous, a certain level of meticulousness that is not enjoyable. There is a threshold that gets crossed where it becomes a little bit much, but maybe that's the copium slash you know, checking out mode of it. Who knows? Maybe the third world is wicked easy, and we perfect everything in the 10 minutes each, and then we do that for the next 2 worlds, and then somehow just the second world was the hardest one the whole time, and then we come back and perfect them at the very end 5 months from now, because that's how long this game takes to beat, apparently. Anyway, at least I did 2 of them.